Abolitionist, women's rights activist, civil rights activist, religious leader, speaker, author, and humanitarian Sojourner Truth, originally named Isabella Baumfree, was born into enslavement around 1797 in Zwartkill, a Dutch-speaking community in Ulster County, New York. She was born to James and Elizabeth Baumfree, who were enslaved. Isabella grew up speaking Low Dutch, the language of her Dutch masters, and experienced the harsh realities of slavery from a young age. At the age of 9, her life took a devastating turn when she, along with her family, were auctioned off to different owners. This traumatic experience marked the beginning of her arduous journey through various masters, each subjecting her to physical abuse, labor, and the separation from her loved ones. Isabella's life was characterized by family breakups, cruelty, and the profound injustice of human beings being treated as property. By 1826, at the age of 29, Isabella had endured multiple owners, whippings, and the sale of her own children. Her determination and yearning for freedom led her to make a life-altering decision: to try and escape slavery. Carrying her youngest child, she walked away from her captors, leaving behind the horrors of her past. This bold escape marked the beginning of her journey toward freedom. Isabella found refuge with the Van Wagenen family, two abolitionists who provided her with shelter and employment. To signify this new chapter in her life, she adopted the name Isabella Van Wagenen, as she sought to leave behind the name and identity forced upon her by her enslavers. In 1827, Isabella's path to freedom was further solidified when the New York Gradual Abolition Act was enacted, resulting in her legal emancipation. As a free woman, she began working as a domestic, seeking to build a new life for herself and her child. In 1843, at the age of 46, Isabella experienced a profound spiritual awakening. She believed that she received a divine calling to share her truth and spread a message of hope. It was during this time that she chose to rename herself Sojourner Truth, as a reflection of her calling to travel and testify to her faith. Sojourner Truth's journey as an abolitionist began in 1844 when she delivered her first anti-slavery speech. Despite her lack of a formal education, her powerful, sharp wit and deep knowledge of the Bible made her a compelling speaker, and her sincerity deeply resonated with the audience, and she quickly gained recognition as a prominent abolitionist. One of her most significant contributions was her ability to link the struggles of enslaved individuals with the oppression of women. Sojourner Truth became a vocal advocate for women's rights and played a pivotal role in the early women's suffrage movement. In 1850, she spoke at the first National Women's Rights Convention in Worcester, Massachusetts, emphasizing the need to address both racial and gender inequalities. Sojourner Truth's most famous speech took place in 1851 at the Acorns Women's Rights Convention in Ohio. In this historic address, she challenged prevailing notions of gender and race, using the refrain, "Ain't I a woman?" to assert her equality and demand justice. This powerful speech remains an iconic moment in the history of both abolitionism and women's rights activism. During this time, Truth's legal acumen continued to shine. She achieved notable legal victories, including becoming the first African-American woman in the United States to win a lawsuit. Her historic legal triumph occurred when she passionately fought for her son's freedom after he had been illegally sold into slavery. Furthermore, when faced with a slanderous accusation by a newspaper that labeled her as a witch, responsible for poisoning a religious group leader, she fearlessly took the newspaper to court for slander and emerged victorious, securing a substantial $125 judgment in her favor. During the Civil War, Sojourner Truth worked tirelessly to support the Union cause. She organized efforts to provide essential supplies such as clothing, blankets, and food to Union troops. Additionally, she played a crucial role in recruiting African-American soldiers in the Union Army. After the war, she continued her activism, advocating for the rights of newly emancipated African Americans. Her prophetic insights highlighted the importance of enfranchising African American women, as she understood that true freedom required equality for all. Sojourner Truth's legacy is profound and enduring. Her life story embodies resilience, courage, and an unwavering commitment to justice and equality. She overcame the immense challenges of slavery, illiteracy, poverty, prejudice, and sexism to become a beacon of hope and inspiration for generations to come. Her tireless efforts mobilized thousands in the abolitionist movement, bridged the gap between the struggles of enslaved individuals and women's rights, and paved the way for future social justice advocates. Sojourner Truth's life and work serve as a testament to the ongoing struggle for freedom and justice in the United States, and her legacy continues to inspire individuals worldwide to fight for a more equitable society.